to attack Zach Gallen earlier this season here tonight. What is it about your team that you're seeing in which they kind of get to him offensively?
Yeah, I mean, he's, for me, I said it before the game, he's one of the best in baseball. I don't know the answer. You know, it just seems like every time you face a guy like that, it's a grind, and he makes pitches when he needs to. But I thought tonight, you know, to start the game, he went to the well one too many times with Freddie, and I thought it was a decent pitch. Freddie with the homer, and then, you know, Jason, there was a changeup down that he, the homer there, and then James put a good swing on a fastball. So, you know, you're not going to put up crooked numbers against Zach Gallen very often, but, you know, it was good to see us after we relinquished that lead to battle back.
For James, the end of the last homestand, start of the road trip, you had a little bit more swing and miss in this game. How have you seen him just kind of bounce back, especially these last two games that you said back-to-back games?
I think with James, it's been a good maturation process. I thought early in the year we saw him kind of free fall a little bit, chasing, and I think, you know, hitting is hard. And so there's going to be times where you don't get hits and you're swinging and missing and things like that. But he's found a way to kind of reset himself a lot quicker these days, and still take walks when he needs to, and find the barrel too. So really good to see.
Nice to rally in that sixth inning without needing so much from Mookie and Freddie.
It was, you know, one of those things where David got us started, and he's certainly been struggling, and for him to get a knock, and then, you know, for Jason to follow, and obviously with James, and just some good things down in the middle part of the order. We needed, because we've been leaning a lot on Mookie and Freddie. Will threw out a couple knocks today, which was good too.
They really weathered a storm in that fourth inning. Did he show you something the way he bounced back from that?
He did, and that's one of those things where a young pitcher, where to bow his neck and to find a way to get through 6 innings was certainly helpful, not only for tonight, but for the rest of this series and this week. And so I thought the slider to Moreno in that first, in that 2-out hit was up. Then there was a fastball that was up and away that he actually just tip your cap on that swing right there. And there's another slider, I think, to Gurriel that just didn't get down for the double that scored by Peterson. But, you know, outside of that, I thought he mixed well, and you know, was able to weather that inning to go 2 more.
There's been a lot of focus on Mookie and Freddie, justifiably, but that 3 through 7 today, how satisfying was it to get that production?
It is. I mean, these guys have all had pretty good years, and so, you know, a couple of those guys have run. A few of those guys, you know, with Will included, have not been swinging the bat great, and so for them to pick us up tonight, it's the length that we envisioned, and so hopefully it's something that carries over to tomorrow.
When you look at the numbers that Max put up over the course of the season now, how would you characterize the season at this point?
You know, it's the numbers, you can't argue the stat line. I just think that I expect a lot from Max, and I know he expects a lot of himself. And tonight, to take the walk, to get a pull-side home run, a curveball, to get a 2-strike base hit to drive in a run to the big part of the field, those are things that I think he's capable of doing. And you know, it was just an all-around good performance from Max, and defensively he was really good tonight too.
Going back to that fourth inning, I think 5 straight guys reached base. You mentioned Moreno's homer. What is it that you can see from Bobby either tonight or in the past that gave you faith that he could get out of that stretch?
I thought that you know, sometimes a young pitcher, certainly with velocity, that it speeds up and you want to just make it end quicker, and you just want to rear back and throw as hard as you can and hope that it ends. But for me, just watching his mound presence, he just was able to continue to go pitch by pitch, execute pitches, make pitches, and you know, that was all they got. And he was determined that that wasn't going to be his last inning. So for me, that's tremendous growth.
You mentioned his mound presence. He doesn't give away a lot outwardly. Like, how much does that help him to kind of put things aside and then kind of move on and retire his last 8 and kind of just take over again?
I think that he learned that pretty quickly, that you've only got so much adrenaline when you're trying to navigate a major league lineup, and you can't expend it on things that are unforeseen or things that happen that are out of your control. And he's done a good job of not letting that kind of, he's managing the highs and lows of an outing. And so when you can do that, that allows you to go deeper in the game.